What's up, everybody? Welcome to the bookmark making tutorial. This is fairly simple. All you need is paper, some scissors, a ruler. You might need a glue stick later on, and then whatever you want color-wise to make some designs. So the first thing I'm doing here is making a 6" by 6" square. So I'm using my ruler to measure where 6 inches is on each side, and then I'm going to draw a line down the paper to signify that. One thing to mention is that it is pretty important that this remains a near perfect square. It doesn't have to be perfect because we can trim later on, but as close as you can get this to a perfect square, the better the bookmark will turn out. I found that 6 inches by 6 inches works pretty well, but you can probably make a smaller or bigger one if you prefer. So now we're getting this thing cut out, and now is the design process. You can use whatever you want to design this. I just chose colored pencils, but markers, Sharpies, crayons, any of that would do just fine. And you could design this at the beginning like I'm doing here, or you could wait till this is completely folded and design it at the end, because there are parts of this design that you won't see just based on how it's going to be folded. But the nice part about this is if you design it first, you know that you're going to have some design showing in the end no matter how it gets folded. All right, the part we've all been waiting for, the folding. So this is a little counterintuitive because you're actually going to fold the color so that the color kind of disappears. And it might seem like that should be the opposite, but the color will show up later on, I promise. So we fold this in half so that we get a triangle. Try and crease this really nice and try and get it exactly so the edges match up. You can trim this if it doesn't seem like it matches up perfectly. Okay, so once we have our triangle, we're going to take both of those two lower corners and fold them up towards the top. And again, we're trying to get those sides to match up almost perfectly, and then do a really good job creasing. I like to hold the part that I want to stay put, and then crease with my other hand so that the creasing doesn't end up moving the paper at all. So we're going to do that to both sides. We're going to try and get them to match up really nice. Okay, and then once you have that, make sure all the creasing is really nice. Then we're going to flip it over. Okay, and then we are about done. This is a pretty quick process. You're going to notice a couple flaps of paper here. Okay, and then you're going to take the very top one, only the top one, and fold that up so that it matches the top point. And again, hold that there while you crease the bottom. And at that point, you pretty much have your bookmark, besides a few gluing steps that we'll do here in a second. So I like to glue that top flap down, and then we'll flip it over, and those two flaps on the back I also like to glue down. These aren't completely necessary steps, but I think it just adds the finishing touch, makes sure the bookmark doesn't unfold or get ruined. Okay, so once those are glued down, you officially have your bookmark, and you can see the pocket that the page would go in. So I'm going to grab a book here, Calvin and Hobbes, some of my favorite cartoons growing up. And you can find one page, or you can clip it on a couple different pages, but as long as you have the page you want to save, there it is. Close the book, and you got it. Your page has been saved with your DIY bookmark. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope this was helpful. Have fun making your bookmarks, and we'll see you next time.